Hallo und willkommen zum 25. Video von 3 Minuten Deutsch. Today I'm going to be keeping with the pattern that I've been doing for a while, and that is sentences that end with an infinitive at the end of them. This time I'm talking about ones that have zu in front of the infinitive, and more specifically ones that have either ohne, or anstatt in front of that. This is the first video that I'm going to be doing about clauses. I won't get to the other clauses until much later, but I thought I would do this one while we're still talking about infinitives. You use a similar construction in English whenever you say something like in order to, or without, or instead of, followed by an infinitive. For example, I am studying German in order to study in Germany. To study there is the infinitive. I can pick up this paper without disturbing the others. Without is that same thing that you'll have in the German version when we use ohne, and disturbing is actually your infinitive here. I am going to the movies instead of going to school. Instead of is what we will use in German as anstatt, and in going here is your infinitive. In order to make this construction in German, you need to start by making the main clause, I am learning German. This would translate as Ich lerne Deutsch. Then you have to add the word which means in order to in this case. Then it's followed by the rest of the secondary clause. At the very end of that sentence, you will then add the word zu plus the infinitive of whatever verb it is that you need. So in this case, we would say, Ich lerne Deutsch, in Deutschland zu studieren. Notice here that we have the prepositional phrase in Deutschland and then the infinitive at the end. While in English you say in order to buy some bread at the store, you say in German in order some bread at the store to buy, etwas Brot im Geschäft zu kaufen. You can use a similar construction with the preposition ohne. For example, ich kann dieses Blatt Papier aufheben, ohne die anderen Blätter zu stören. Or, ich kann keine laute Musik hören, ohne meine Mutter zu ärgern. The last preposition on this list is anstatt. Some people remove the an and just make it statt, but the meaning is the same. You can say, geht ins Kino, anstatt zur Schule zu gehen. Or, meine Mutter schläft bis 4 Uhr nachmittags, anstatt aufzuwachen. You may notice in the last one that I separated the prefix auf away from the rest of the verb wachen and put the zu in between there. Here are a few more examples using ohne, and anstatt in this type of construction to make it a little bit more clear. Ich hebe Gewichte, stark zu werden. Sammelst du Pokémon, der beste Pokémon-Sammler der Welt zu werden? Das vergessliche Kind geht immer aus dem Haus, ohne seine Schultasche mitzunehmen. Der Basketballspieler rennt mit dem Ball, ohne zu dribbeln. Der Rettungsschwimmer steht einfach dort, anstatt dem Mann zu helfen. Der Schüler weint über wie lange es dauert, seine Hausaufgaben zu machen, anstatt seine Hausaufgaben zu machen. When you're making sentences like this, it's important to make sure that the first clause and the second clause have the same subject. Otherwise, you can't just eliminate it like we did in these sentences. Also, the zu should always go directly in front of the verb, or in the middle of the verb if you're using a separable prefix verb. As always, I encourage you to test out your new knowledge down in the comments below. I will take a look at your sentences and make sure that you have them correct. Ihr könnt natürlich meinen Blog lesen, ein bisschen mehr über dieses Thema zu lernen. Das ist alles für heute. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss. This is the first video that I'm going to be doing about clauses. This is actually the only one that I'll be doing for a while, but I will get to the other ones eventually with the subordinating, coordinating conjunctions and the other things that take weird word order, and why am I getting into it? Who cares? Just get to the point. Without here is that ohne that we will have in the German version.